Hey, what is up YouTube? This is TheTimeWizard here, coming at you guys with a discussion video. So this past Easter weekend, I went to the Philadelphia Regionals, the first regionals of this new format, playing Evil Swarms. Ended up 84th out of 470 some people with a 6-3 record, if that matters. If you want to go check out the deck profile, it should be up by now. You can hear me talk about cards and all sorts of junk, if you're into that. So anyway, I want to talk about this experience I had at the regionals. Oops, shaky cam. That I never had before. And I sort of want to get some feedback and want to know if this has ever happened to you or if you've done this yourself, if you're willing to admit it. But anyway, the story goes. It's like round 6. I sit down, my opponent shows up. We're talking, having ourselves a good time, like as you do at regionals. At least that's how I think they go. We're talking for a while. And then if you guys know your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, he comes swinging by, spectating stuff, talking to people, decides to talk to us. We talk about, I forget whatever, but then he, says, best of luck to both of you, shakes both of our hands, walks off. And we're like, he's such a cool dude, we love his content, blah, blah, blah. Not to suck the guy's dick right now or anything, but, we had something in common, it was like, I was like making a new friend, kind of. It sort of sucked that we were playing that against each other, but anyway, like I said, I'm playing Evil Swarms. I find out he's playing Statella Knights. It's like the better Constellars, so I know I'm about to get shit on. Game goes on. I win game 1. He's a little upset by that. We start to side. I side into Flying C, some other junk, and I'm like, I need the 2 Flying C. That's going to really help me out here. We cut, shuffle, gives the deck back to me. I open up with both Flying C and some other stuff. He opts to go first. Rotas, Denebs, searches Altair, sets him back row. I'm pretty happy. I'm like, alright, I got some defense right now. I got some plays. I make like a first turn Ophion, attack over the Deneb. I know he's going to let me do that because he's got Altair. He wants to get the other search going and get the, Constellar bullshit loop going. So I'm sitting there, pass. Summons Altair, grabs the Deneb, search, give him the Flying Z. He gets pissed. Now he can't Castell my Ophion. There we go. Can't remember my own cards' names. So now he can't Castell my Ophion. He's a little pissed about that. He's, scratching his, figuring out why the hell is anyone signing in Flying C. I think he made a comment, too, about it. I was just like, alright, it's whatever, man. So then he ends up having to crash hit the Flying C later next turn into my Ophion after I already dealt some damage running over his Altair, so he's taking some damage at this point, all because of one stupid card. Goes to summon another monster. Give him the second Flying C. Now he's pissed. Now he's ranting and raving and saying how Flying C is such bullshit and, whatnot. So now he's going to take even more damage because of the same stupid card. I don't think it's so stupid. Game goes on. I think my field gets wiped out from some stuff, and at this point I have like a Rhoda in my hand, and it's my next draw. And on his field, he's got the Master Diamond, the one that negates dark effects, with 2700 attack, and he has an Omega with 2400. I'm like, I can't really do much. I might as well scoop. Let's go to game 3. But then I'm like, let's see what the next draw is. I grab Kirkion. I'm like, well, that's no good. And then I'm like, wait a second. Rhoda for Castell. Castell's effect is a condition. It doesn't activate. So he can't dime it. I'm like, alright, sweet. I can make an XYZ. Go to look through my options of my extra deck. I'm like, alright, let's see what I got. I was about to make Rebellion, but then I'm like, oh, that's dark. Can't run over his diamond. I'm like, I need to deal with both of his XYZs somehow. And I don't have Exciton. Go figure. Evil Swarm player doesn't have Exciton. I'm a bad player. I'm like, I can't 101. I can't Castell. He's got the Omega. He'll run it over. And then I'm like, wait a second. I got not Master Crab Diamond, Diamond Crab King, the new one, and I'm like, holy shit, this is actually going to come in handy. That's actually what replaced the Exciton. So I'm like, here we go, run over his diamond with my diamond, go figure. That's pretty cool, and it saves me from his Omega next turn. Then I run that over, and I think I top decked like a Kirkion and was able to like make a game then. So I 2-0'd him with Evil Swarms. The guy gets super, super salty. Like, I'd have never seen, like, at least against me. Like, I usually don't sack my opponent that hard. Then he's ranting and raving and carrying on about how it's bullshit, this and that, and it's like, dude, come on, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's all random. Expect the unexpected. This is not the worst I've ever seen in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh. In terms of weird shit happening. And then he proceeds to flip every card left on top of his deck, going, "Where are all my good cards? Where are all my good cards?" And then he says something I thought I'd never hear a Stellar Knight player say: "I'm tired of this deck's inconsistencies." And I'm like, how do we go from enjoying ourselves, talking about stuff we like, to just absolute shit? Like, I understand how I won and how it was sort of bullshit, but I've never seen someone act like that. I've seen other people act like that. I've seen it on DN, but I've never had that happen to me personally. And I was just like, dude, come on. Like, I don't want to say unprofessional. We're not professionals, but it was really unsportsmanlike. It's like, that's something you save for when you go meet up with your friends later and you bitch and complain about how you got luck sacked by, some BS. But I just want to know, has this ever happened to anyone? Like, I'm sure it has. Like I said, I've seen it before, but I've never had it happen to me. Or have you done it to someone else? Like, are you willing to admit that, you got angry, you sort of raged at the end of a duel, but I was like, I can't believe this is happening. I felt so uncomfortable. Hell, the people next to me, I can't imagine how they felt, because they were definitely uncomfortable. Their match stopped a couple times to, like, see what was going on in our match. It was super embarrassing, at least for that guy. And I just felt like I wanted to sink through my chair and just leave the whole event altogether. I was like done with the whole situation. I didn't say a single thing to him after the game was done. Not out of like disrespect, but more or less I didn't want to offend him even further. I didn't even shake his hand because I was just like, he's just going to get more mad at this point. So I just handed him the deck slip, or the win slip, and I was just like, I'm done here. I'm sorry. But, it happens. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's random. Come on. So, that's my little rant. Like I said, if you have a story you want to share, leave it in the comment section. I'd love to hear them, or, talk Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So I will see you next time. As always, like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. See ya.